All right, shalom, shalom. First, and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. I'm going to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. New is in his gospel, abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the spirit, man. I'm just, I was talking to the brothers over the weekend and stuff like that. And, and we come to the conclusion that Jake is just really a waste of time, man. You got this beef going back and forth between Kendrick Lamar and this guy Drake, which everybody knows who Drake is. Everybody knows who Kendrick Lamar is. Okay, they're two so-called prominent rappers, part of the entertainment industry, and allegedly they got this beef going back and forth, dissing each other on this rap song shit. And it's been breakdowns made on this. There's been videos made on this. There's been discussions. And when you go all on TikTok and Facebook and social media and YouTube, literally, only thing you see is a bunch of Jakes talking about this beef. Like that ain't nothing else happening in the world. Like that like it ain't nothing else that's going on in the world. Like that's the only thing that matters. Well, what I realized with Jake is in the spirit of constantly wanting to be entertained. Okay? This is why we say, Jake, man, our people are a bunch of damn clowns, because ain't nowhere in hell that all this shit is happening in the world. You got sleeper cells in America. You got protests. You got the small hats that's basically trying to pass bills through the House to not be spoken against. You got World War III. You got China and Russia. You got Russia moving ICBMs to different parts of the borders. You know what I'm saying? You got a bank collapse. You got the MOTB on the horizon, the economic collapse. Chariots popping up. And these Jakes choose to focus on some concocted rap beef that was just poised out of nowhere, man. It's ridiculous, bro, like how lost our people is, man. And this is why we tell you brothers out there, man, don't be concerned with the 2/3, man. Don't be concerned with the 2/3 because the 2/3 ain't even concerned about themselves. Ain't no way in hell that all this stuff is happening in the world. The only thing Jake can do is, Jake is giving you breakdowns, precept after precept on Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Like, it's nuts, man. And at the end of the day, none of these ninjas paying your bills. All right, they ain't giving you money. They ain't helping you out in life. But yet they're keeping you distracted because something big is getting ready to happen. And they know how to keep Jake distracted. There was a movie called The First Purge. And the whole concept of the purge was for Jake to kill each other off to reduce numbers. But what was Jake doing? Instead of Jake purging and doing what they was supposed to do, Jake was at purge parties. They was turning up, doing all types of stuff. And then all of a sudden the attack came by the name of this guy named Skeletor. And that's when niggas started paying attention. But even then, you see, so it's the Most High is really finna shake Jake up, man. Okay? Because I did a screenshot, and I believe this is Drake's last song. And you got this guy Venom, 272X. And I'm just quoting, he says, "I never looked twice at no teenager. Motherfucker, they got you on camera multiple times." Yeah, and people really comment and they're really feeding into it. You see that this particular comment, Brandon's 345 replies. Okay, but when you ask these men to speak for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, it's crickets. Okay, it says this beef will be generational. We're witnessing history. Even Minecraft YouTubers is joining in this shit. Yes, King. Like, these niggas are just totally lost, man. This is why the Most High is going to destroy them, bro. Ain't nowhere in hell that I've heard maybe 1 or 2 songs from them, and that was yesterday, and I heard something Saturday. I played it just to see what the big deal was, and me personally, just like, okay, what are they talking about? What is this? What is that? Because we're so out of the loop with this stuff. It's like it don't even matter. It's not important. Only thing we care about is getting the hell up out of here. At least I do. But clearly the 2/3, they're not in that spirit, okay? So anyway, let's look at this. Drake, The Heart, Part 6. Ice Cube reacts to J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar beef. And none of these ninjas have your best interest, Jake. None of these guys. This guy, J. Cole, Drake, Ice Cube. None of these dudes. What is this clown's name? I think, what is that? This guy right here. I forgot this nigga's name. But anyway, man, they don't give a damn about Jake, man. Look at this, another diss track. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Drake, The Heart, Part 6. Family Matters 2 days ago. Rappers react to the heartfelt diss part 6. Fuck out of here. And this shit make you want to check it out to see what the hype is. But even then, I'm not finna join a online discussion and give opinions and get mad at somebody because you feel like Kendrick Lamar had the better verse. Like, who gives a fuck, man? All these men are moles, and at the end of the day, they all are in P. They all are in league, or they all have things on them that Diddy have on them. So why are we glorifying these men? And that's show you how stupid niggas is. Esau will put the shit in front of your face on how wicked Jake is, but yet Jake will still turn a blind eye to it because it appeases them emotionally. I can't wait till the Lord destroy this place, man. This is stupid. Anyway, man, this is the book of Proverbs 15. And I'm going to start at verses 21. It says, folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom. Okay, point blank, period. Folly. So when you have no wisdom and when you're destitute, that means you're lacking or you don't have or you're completely voided of. You know, like somebody said, you're destitute of money. You beyond Skid Row, man. You know, Jake is destitute of the real true wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but yet Jake makes a doctrine out of this fucking beef. You know, like I said, at the end of the day, none of these ninjas paying your bills. None of them is helping your children. None of them is putting your kids through college. But yeah, you give all your attention and effort to a bunch of rappers that ain't even really living a lifestyle they claim to live. You know, and I get it. You know, Jake like music. We all have our rap roots. We like our particular artists. But even then, that's as far as it goes. You know, we ain't sitting up here joining 10-hour discussions on these men for what? Okay, the world is getting ready to end, and Jake talking about some fucking music. It says, folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walketh uprightly. Right. And this is why the prophets are so hated, man, because we are, through the Spirit, are walking through the holy ways and the dark paths to wake up Jake, but Jake don't want to wake up, man. Okay, so our message come off as being very frugal to these people because they're not in tune with the Holy Spirit, you know. And it says here, and without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in a multitude of counselors, they are established. And Jake, man, they don't have right counsel. They don't have righteous counsel, you know. Yep, that's pretty much it on that. Folly said in great dignity. That's Ecclesiastes 10:6. Yep, so this is the book of Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes 10, and I'm going to start at 5. It says, there is an evil which I have seen under the sun as arrow which proceeded from the ruler. Okay, and who's the ruler of this current world? Esau. Okay, he's the ruler of this current setup. All right. And it reads here, it says, for folly is set in great dignity and the rich sit in a low place. You look up the word dignity, right? The word dignity goes into, where are we at? Marama, which means height, elevation, great elevated place, height, proudly of nobles, meaning folly is exalted here. You know, like the men, boys, lover culture, and I say it that way. That's set in great dignity. That's esteemed on high to the point moles got rights. You know what I'm saying? Moles got rights and you don't. And they take away power from men, real men in the society, and they give it to a bunch of soy boys, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's exalted high. And giving women's rights to do wickedness, that's folly set in great dignity. Glorifying rap beef over the culture of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is glorified folly. Okay, this is why I say that Jake always want to be entertained, man, because a nigga attend a comedy show 7 days a week if you let him. You know, especially these women. I've seen it. Oh, you got to be funny. You got to be this and that. You got to take it to comedy shows and all this other stuff, man. And, you know, it's just a big mess. Jake is totally lost in the sauce. But this is the book of Ezekiel 33:33. And I'm going to start at verses 32. It says, and lo, thou art as them as a lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. Okay, and that's the point I wanted to make, is because Jake always want to be in a spirit of mirth all the time. Like, mirth is good, mirth is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Mirth is definitely beautiful, but it's appropriate time and place for that. And right now, we're not in a time to be glorifying rappers, man. Nor will we ever be. You know. Uh, Start here. Ecclesiastes 7, and I'm gonna start at verses 2. It says, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting." Jake is constantly in the house of feasting, the clubs, entertainment shows, concerts. I mean, turn up, turn up, turn up. You know what I'm saying? No sincerity, no serenity, no nothing. It says, "For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart." Okay? Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness and the countenance of the heart is made better. But the heart is of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Okay? And Jake is just mirth, mirth, mirth. Even in these different Israelite groups, a lot of these men, they're just always in the mirth, mirth, mirth spirit. Passover, mirth. Feast unleavened bread, mirth, which is the same thing. Day of Atonement, mirth. Okay? The crucifixion of the Lord, I'm just making things up, mirth. You know what I'm saying? Funeral, mirth. Mirth, 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 mirth. No balance. You know what I'm saying? Israelite party, mirth. Feast of Tabernacles, mirth. Which, I mean, there is mirth in that, but still, you have certain feasts that there is mirth in, but overall, we have particular days for all that. When you dance and rap and act like buffoons, we have days for that, but Jake makes it an everyday thing, you know? Sirach 5 and 7, it says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day." It says, "For suddenly should the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou should be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance." Right? Jake is going to be talking about Drake beef and Kendrick Lamar beef. And before they look up, they're not going to be able to get their credit cards, or they're not going to be able to get money out of their bank accounts, because Esau is going to collapse the dollar right before them. And then that's when everybody's going to go to the streets and get to complaining and trying to act responsible. "I work for my money. Y'all can't be doing this." But yet they put this beef in front of you niggas' heads and you couldn't see past it. Because you're not prudent at all. All right? Matter of fact, prudent. Find it here. Yep. Proverbs 22 and 3, it says, "A prudent man foresee the evil and hide it himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." All right? Just straightforward. All right? Straightforward. Jake is sottish, man. Extremely stupid. Jeremiah 4 and 22. And it says here, "For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children." Sottish means extremely stupid. "And they have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." Yeah. They have no knowledge, man. So Jake gonna get wrapped up on all this. Like, I mean, look at this. 279,000 views. 69,000. Who was winning now? 191K. 56K. 5.6 million views in 2 days. Like, what the fuck are you people doing with your time, man? It's crazy. But anyway, I'm going to end it here, giving all praises and glory and honor that is due to Yahweh Bashimi Hawashai. Lord's will, you will edify into the next lesson. Shalom.